Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and thought, I feel thinner, but not in a good way? Maybe your arms or legs feel softer, or climbing stairs leaves you more tired than it used to. You are not alone. Losing strength and muscle with age is something millions face, but very few talk about. It sneaks up quietly. And here is the part no one tells you. This loss of muscle, called sarcopenia, can start even before you feel it. But the good news? Your plate has more power than you think. And yes, it starts with cheese. I am Dr. Evelyn Grace Morgan, and today I want to show you how certain types of cheese can gently help your body rebuild the muscle you have lost, and even help prevent further decline. If you stay with me until the end, I will walk you through the most nourishing cheeses for strength, explain exactly how they work with your aging muscles, and show you how to enjoy them in a way that fits naturally into your daily routine, without overwhelming your digestion, your budget, or your lifestyle. Now, let us begin with something important. Sarcopenia is not about body size, it is about strength. I have patients in their 70s and 80s who are thin but strong and steady on their feet. And then I have others who may appear average or even a bit stocky, but they feel weak, wobbly, and unsure when they stand or walk. The difference is not in their weight, it is in how much functional muscle they carry and how well that muscle is supported. You see, muscle is more than just something that helps us lift things or stand tall. It is deeply connected to how we move, how we balance, how we avoid falls, and even how we age. Without enough strong, active muscle, everyday tasks become more difficult, and recovery from illness or injury becomes slower. And here is where protein steps into the spotlight. Your muscles are made of protein. They depend on it for repair, growth, and resilience. But as we grow older, something shifts. Our body becomes a little less efficient at using the protein we eat. It is not that we are not eating enough. It is that our digestion and absorption become slower, and the signals that tell our muscles to grow become less sharp. That means we need not just more protein, but better protein. Protein that is rich in the right amino acids, easy to digest, and release steadily into our system so that our body has time to actually put it to work. Now, many people still think protein begins and ends with a piece of meat or a few eggs. Those are good sources, no doubt, but dairy, especially cheese, holds a special and often overlooked secret. The protein in cheese is not only full of the essential amino acids your muscles crave, but it is also incredibly bioavailable, which means your body knows exactly how to use it. Even better, the dominant protein in many cheeses is called casein, a slow-digesting protein that acts like a steady drip of nourishment for your muscles. It releases slowly over time, continuing to support repair and strength for several hours after you eat it. I often tell my patients it is like having a quiet construction crew working gently in the background, restoring what age has chipped away. But cheese does not just stop at protein. Certain types are also packed with calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12, three nutrients that often fall short in older adults but are vital for healthy aging. Calcium strengthens your bones. Phosphorus helps turn the protein you eat into real, usable energy, and vitamin B12 supports the nerves that connect your brain to your muscles. When your bones are strong and your nerves are firing properly, your muscles have the foundation and communication they need to do their job. That is how everything in the body works. It is a team effort. Strong muscles do not operate in isolation. They are supported by healthy bones, clear nerve signals, and proper nourishment. I remember one of my patients, a 71-year-old woman named Carol. She came to me one fall afternoon feeling worn down and deeply frustrated. I do not have the energy I used to, and my legs just feel unsteady, she said. She had recently started cutting back on dairy, assuming it would help her digestion. But as we talked more, I realized she had removed some of the key building blocks her muscles needed. So we reintroduced the right kinds of cheese, gently and in balanced amounts, alongside fiber-rich vegetables to help with digestion. Within a few short weeks, Carol's posture improved, and her walks around the neighborhood became longer and more enjoyable. One day, she smiled and said, "Dr. Grace, I carried my groceries up the stairs and did not even realize it until I put the bags down. That is the kind of strength that makes life feel lighter." Of course, not all cheese is created equal, and that is something I always emphasize. Some processed cheeses are loaded with excess fat, salt, and artificial ingredients that may taste good, but place added strain on your heart, your kidneys, and your digestion, especially when eaten frequently. That is not what your body needs at this stage in life. But others, like fresh cottage cheese, part-skim mozzarella, or a little grated aged Parmesan, offer a much healthier profile. These cheeses are rich in high-quality protein and essential nutrients, but gentle enough to be enjoyed in small portions without overwhelming your system. They are the kind of foods that nourish from the inside out. You do not need to eat huge amounts to feel the benefit. A few spoonfuls here, a slice there, a sprinkle on top of a warm dish. These small, intentional servings can go a long way in helping your body maintain strength and stability. When chosen well, cheese becomes more than a snack. It becomes part of your muscle care routine, a quiet ally on your plate, helping you stay upright, confident, and in control of your movement for years to come. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you wake up and enjoy a breakfast with a scoop of cottage cheese topped with soft fruit. Midday, a slice of whole grain toast with a thin spread of fresh ricotta, and later, a sprinkle of grated parmesan over a bowl of roasted vegetables or a light soup. These are not heavy meals, but they quietly deliver what your muscles need to stay active, supportive, and ready. It is not about eating more, it is about eating with intention. Many of my male patients ask, "Doctor, is cheese enough to help me feel stronger again?" And my answer is, it is a wonderful start, especially when paired with light movement. I always remind my patients, food is your foundation, but muscle responds to use. So when we give the body protein, then ask it to do something gentle, like lifting a can of beans or rising from a chair a few extra times. Something beautiful happens. Your muscles begin to respond. They remember their strength. There's also something deeply satisfying about including cheese in your meals. It adds flavor, it brings comfort. And when we enjoy food, we tend to digest and absorb it better. Eating does not need to be a chore. It can be one of your body's most healing rituals. And for those of you who are worried about lactose or digestion, there are still options. Aged cheeses like Parmesan or Swiss are naturally low in lactose and often well tolerated, even for those who have had trouble with milk in the past. Let me tell you about Robert, one of my patients in his late 60s. He was skeptical at first. "Cheese, really?" he asked with a grin. But we added it in slowly, just a few ounces here and there, always paired with fiber and color. Within weeks, his morning fatigue started to lift. He felt less soreness after walks. His posture improved. Sometimes it is not about making huge changes. It is about making the right small ones and giving your body what it quietly needed all along. So here is what I want you to remember. Aging does not mean losing your strength. Not if you feed your body the tools it needs to keep building, repairing, and supporting you. The right cheeses, enjoyed in balance and with care, can be a gentle, delicious way to fight back against muscle loss. They are not a magic fix, but they are one powerful piece of the puzzle. You deserve to feel steady on your feet, to lift, walk, and live with confidence. And sometimes the path to that begins with a slice of cheese, shared at the table, savored slowly, and chosen with wisdom. If this video gave you something helpful to think about, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, because each week I share natural, practical ways for you to take control of your health after 60, without overwhelm and always with care. I am Dr. Evelyn Grace Morgan. Thank you for spending this time with me. You are stronger than you think, and your journey is just getting started. I will see you in the next video.